everybody! I'm back now with my December TBR, and I've made quite an ambitious TBR for the month of December because there's no school and I'm finishing. I am almost done. I have one more day and then I am mostly free, I want to say. I have to work a little bit and I do have some more things I need to do for schooling before the end of next week, really. Yeah, before the end of next week. And I want to get those done, but after that I have a lot of reading that I would like to do this month. So without further ado, here are some of the books that I am looking forward to reading this month. The first book is kind of an obvious choice. I really like YA, I really enjoy that, fantasy, sci-fi, all those kinds of things, love those types of books. And the first book that I have already started and not that far into, and I really regret that I have not read this yet, is Winter by Marissa Meyer. And really excited, it's the last and final fourth book of the Lunar Chronicles, following Cinder and the group of people in the book. I don't want to say too much because this is the fourth one. If you haven't tried reading the Lunar Chronicles yet, I really suggest it. I love this series, sci-fi, fantasy type stuff, not so much fantasy, mostly sci-fi, but take on fairy tales, and I just love it. Fractured fairy tales are one of my favorite things, so definitely check out this book. The next book on my list is the book from Owl Crate that I got last month, or this month, last month, couldn't remember for a second, and that is Soundless by Rochelle Mead. This book sounds really exciting. I love using folklore in books and it just sounds very intriguing. I really don't know much about it. I've read the back and that's about all I know. So definitely looking forward to this one. The next book on my list is the third and final book in the Lotus War trilogy by J. Kristoff, which is Endsinger. Loved the first book in this series. The second book, I'm kind of on the fence on. I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I really still want to finish the series. It had an interesting twist at the end, so definitely looking forward to finding out what happens. I haven't heard much about this book yet, but I'm thinking that it's going to be a pretty good read. The fourth book I'm looking forward to reading this month, and that I've heard so many great things about, Rainbow Rowell's writing. I've never read anything by her, but I always hear all the talk and I really want to get in on it. So the next book I want to read is Fangirl, which I still have not read. I got this copy, it was the same amount as the regular copy, and this was the exclusive collector's edition and it has so many cool pictures on the inside. So yeah, could not help but pick up this copy of the book, and it even came with a the little bookmark tag in it, so definitely excited to read this, and I really need to get on it. I've heard so many good things. And if I get through all of those books, I want to move on to 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. Haven't heard much about it other than alternate dimensions, which just sounds awesome, so gonna give this one a try. It seems a little bit shorter than most of the other ones I'm looking at, so I like that idea. Need some shorter books to read in this month. So this one is next on the list. Very excited for this guy. And last but definitely not least, I have heard so much about this series. My boyfriend keeps harping on me that I need to read it. I've heard from many other booktubers that this series is just absolutely fantastic. So the last book, and it is high on my list of TBR, but I just don't know if I'm in the right mood to read it right now. It is a pretty good series though, so we're gonna give Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson a try. Heard absolutely phenomenal things. It's a fantasy world, I believe high fantasy, and I just cannot wait to read this one. But I've been waiting on those other books, so I kind of want to get those ones read first, because yeah, when you're in school and on practicum, you just don't get as much reading time. I've been reading a lot of younger fiction lately, like Clementine and Roald Dahl. but I like Roald Dahl, so I'm not so worried about that one. But anyways, I hope you're having a great month of December. Cannot wait for Christmas. Also, if you have any other book recommendations, please link them down below. I love to check out any other recommendations. Love hearing from people. Also, I will link all the books I mentioned in the description box as well. So thank you for watching and have a great day.